What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer live from CVCC. Coaches shows galore here today. And we are with now the head basketball coach of the CVCC Pirates. His name is Mo Scott. Coach, thank you as always for joining us.
Appreciate you having me.
I love how you're coming in with a lot of energy and passion, and you're optimistic. But let's talk about the start of the season. Played some tough games. Obviously, filling your team out. You're without one of your leading scorers who's still nursing an injury. How do you feel about the first 7 games of the season and kind of where your team's at right now?
I think we're in a pretty good place, to be honest. I think the guys are learning. Of course, you got a lot of freshmen. Like you said, we without a couple guys, older guys, that, we were counting on to be in the lineup and playing. And now without them out there, you're asking younger guys to do more now.
Right.
Which is a lot on them, and me as the coach got to understand that, they weren't scheduled to be ahead of schedule so fast,
Right.
but hopefully, it's a good learning experience for them so that down the line they'll be able to pick up and hopefully to add more depth to what we have already.
What are some of the things you would like to see better from your team early on that you've kind of seen through film and through the tough schedule you played?
Just learning, trying to, I think guys now at this level, it's about scouting reports and really being able to take the information and take it to the court.
Do you think game speed is a tough transition for those freshman guys that were in high school last year?
Well, I thought like in game 1, yes, game speed was moving real fast for them, and it kind of got them. But after we played game 1, they kind of settled in. I think they've settled in the game speed a little bit more now. Than anything, that's the hardest part. A lot of the time is the game speed, but they kind of picked up on that after game 1. They saw how fast it really moves in junior college, and they kind of picked their pace up, which is a good sign, man, for young guys to be able to pick the pace up and get going. And we've had a couple games like, that first game we played Gordon, and they speed was just overwhelming, and they hit shots. Contested shots, and they made a lot of threes, 9 in the first half.
Come on, man.
And I didn't think they would shoot like that again. And of course, the next time we played them, they did not shoot like that again. And it's a 3-point ball game.
Right.
We actually up 3 with the ball going to the line with 30 seconds left in the game. We missed a couple free throws. We make free throws. We walk out of there with a win.
Right.
All right. So then we come back Wednesday night against Georgia Highland at home. Guys, a lot of energy, a lot of effort,
confidence,
and we win that game. And of course, Jared Days-Jean has a phenomenal game that night. He had like 21 points, 20 rebounds. So he was phenomenal as a player. And that gave him a little confidence going into the weekend, going down to Florida. And we knew going down to Florida was going to be tough, even with a full roster that we were supposed to have.
Right.
Because you're talking about a team in Florida State College that won the district last year, went to the national tournament. And they're getting votes for the top 25 this year, in a team in Palm Beach State that's ranked 7th in the country.
Right.
So those were 2 tough games, but we competed. We was in the game. We had our shots, especially in the first game against Florida State. We kind of played a 6-point game with probably about 3 minutes left. So we had our chances to pull that one out. And then in the next day, the Palm Beach game, they so big and physical, and they play, they got a lot of length and size, and without the depth that we normally would have, they kind of wore on us as the game went. I think we went in the locker room down only like 6 or 7, but we just couldn't sustain it.
Right.
And it kind of got away from us late in the second half. So, but other than that, though, I think I'm pleased with where our guys are. I mean, we'll see where we at again tonight. It'll be another test for us going down to Southern Union. So.
Yeah. Wiley, Alabama, baby.
Wiley, Alabama, baby.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Willie Townsend. How is his progression coming? Do we expect him to be back in the near future, or is this something that we will nurse, but probably going to be January before we see him in action?
No, I mean, I think he'll be back in here in a couple weeks or so. We hoping, keep our fingers crossed. But he has started running and stuff on his own and getting up shots and stuff like that. So hopefully we can get him back in the fold by next week, and hopefully, maybe Monday we run him out there at the home game against Albany Tech, possibly if he's feeling up to it, and we're just gonna slowly, gradually get him back to going, and hopefully we can get him back, at least for the meat of the conference, season.
All right, let's talk about these next 3 games. You got Southern Union, a pretty good team out of Wadley, Alabama. You got Andrew College, and then next week against Albany Tech, finally back at home. These are 3 very winnable games, Coach. How do you feel like this week's practice has been so far, and what's the game plan in attacking these next 3 games before Thanksgiving break?
Well, it'll be some really challenging games because you got to think Southern Union. I think they're 1-3 right now, but they have had a really tough schedule, kind of like us. Like they played teams out of Florida, like Northwest Florida State, probably ranked in the top 10 in the country. They played East Mississippi, which I think probably one of the better teams in Mississippi. And they played Albany Tech, which is a pretty good team out of Georgia. So they've had a tough schedule, but they returned some guys that are really good.
Yeah.
They got probably one of the best shooters in junior college basketball coming back. He's shooting like 45% from three. He can really shoot the basketball. And then they picked up another kid from a JUCO out in Arizona that's about 6'4", and he can shoot the basketball as well, but he's scoring it at a high clip. They have 3 guys that's averaging nearly, over 20 points a night. So we're going to have our hands full with that group right there as far as perimeter-wise. And then we'll turn around, like you say, we'll play Andrew on Thursday, which is, they've been playing good basketball as well. Guys doing a good job with them, but we got to go over there again, another road game that we got to go and play. So, and that's a tough place to play from what I hear. I've never played over there, but everybody says it's really tough to go in there and beat them. They're really good at home. So it'll be interesting to see how we compete in that particular game. And then, of course, Albany Tech, they got so much size and length. Just seeing them at the Jamboree, I haven't really dove into either one of those other 2 teams because there's so much to do with Southern Union because they're really good with their guard play.
Coach, you've been about over a year now, a little over a year, about a year and a couple of months. How you feel like you're getting acclimated to the area? Are you starting to feel like it's home, or does it still feel like 90-0? You can't really enjoy or learn about the community as much as you would like?
No, I feel like I'm settling in now. I kind of got my bearings down. I kind of know what I'm doing, kind of know where I'm going now. I think I got a pretty good feel. And it's been an easy transformation here. They make it easy here with the administration. They kind of let me go and kind of let me do my thing. And then they there to help when I need the help, So that's been the best thing. When you got people that's willing to help out, that helps a ton.
Never doubt about it.
So.
All right, well, Coach, good luck.
Appreciate it, man.
Got a big game today. We'll be cheering them on live. We won't be able to broadcast it because it'll be in Wadley, but then we'll be back next Monday when you take on Albany Tech. That should be a lot of fun, and that will be Monday, right? Albany
24th.
Tech, 24th, right here from CVCC. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to be now with the girls' coach, Coach Joe Richardson, on the CVCC Coach Show, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the small, the short, and the tall, peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
College, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Closing out the year is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Full-size GMC Sierras, almost $15,000 off. GMC Canyons, over $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing. Plus, no payments until March of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everyone, to CVCC Coaches Show, and now I'm with the girls' coach. His name is Joe Richardson. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, man. So, obviously, the boys have played 7 games. You've only played 3 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, including some jamborees and stuff. But last time you played with Central Georgia Tech, that was a tough one, Coach. You felt like your team didn't play its best, but it's a learning experience. They're still a really good team out of Georgia. What did you learn about your team? What are some things y'all trying to improve on?
Well, shooting the ball is always going to be a thing. I mean, if you don't shoot well, you got to make shots in this game. No matter how good you think your defense is, or I thought some calls could have went either way. But that's here or there. But it was good. It was good because now we got the girls' attention, and we've had a good week of practice, and now we face another really, really good East Georgia team. I think East Georgia's won the state of Georgia at least 2 or 3 times out of the last 5 years.
Holy smokes, Coach. Well, that's you've had a tough schedule for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've heard the old saying about chasing losses. That's chasing games that you potentially could lose, and it could hurt your schedule. Why are you wanting to do the national schedule like you have and playing these tough teams?
I've always done that. I've always believed in that. I really play whoever calls my phone. If anybody, I don't care who it is, we'll play them. You remember last year we started out 0-3.
Yeah, we did.
Forget about that. We lost the first 3 games of the year, but ended up 22 and whatever we ended up. But I think it just builds character. I think it shows the girls the real level of what we've got to be at. And they start to practice like that. They start to play like that and perform. I think just, if you make it too cupcake, you can't talk about it at practice. You can't really feel where your team is.
Right.
And that's what Central Georgia Tech, I mean, this guy, he had a transfer from Florida Gulf Coast in number 20. He has Big Lyric, who was committed to Bethune-Cookman. So he had 2 Division I girls inside, and he had some guards that really were quick and did what they supposed to do, could shoot the ball. So they're undefeated, I think, right now as well. So it was a loss, but we'll see them again in January.
Yeah, I know you get to get that rematch, Coach. But how's the last couple weeks of practice been?
It's been good. It's been good. Everybody's banged up a little bit right now, and we're just trying to get healthy and get our style of basketball. That's all, and that's all we really preach every year. Is just play our style of basketball. We do that. I don't care about wins and losses. As long as we're tough, we're hard-nosed on defense, we rebound, we share the basketball. I don't care what the outcome is.
Let's talk about Lacey Thomas. How's she been in her role this year?
Good. She's gotten a few Division I offers already, and we're just working on her being tougher and stronger and finishing around the basket.
Is that the main thing? She's got the moves. It's being able to take the contact because she got hacked a lot in that game. I mean, I'll say it, you don't have to, Coach. There were a lot of swallowed whistles in that, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. You got to adapt to that, so she's got to be able to play through that. I know that's what y'all been working on. Yeah,
and that's what, and then with all the girls, her, Zaria, and all our inside people, we've really been working on being physical, finishing through contact, because sometimes you're just not going to get that whistle.
Yeah.
Especially on the road. At home, I hope I get it a little more than I did this time. But, that's part of it. But Lacey's been great. I mean, she's a really good player. I think arguably one of the best players in Alabama for sure.
Yep.
But she's going to be good. She's probably going to sign her a nice Division I scholarship somewhere. She just got back off of a visit. She visited Jack State. And there's going to be some more visits to come.
All right, you got 2 games before Thanksgiving break, Coach. I know you would love nothing more than anything to win those games because guess what? They're both at home,
yes.
East Georgia and Albany, Texas. What's the message to the girls to finish out the month of November on a strong note as you head into that tough December slate, man?
Well, it's like I said, it's all about just getting better every day, just getting a little bit better. We, believe it or not, even though we lost to Central Georgia Tech, I mean, we got better.
Yeah.
We got better. We know we need to work on our transition. We know, hey, they running trap. We know what to do with the ball now. So all that stuff is going to help us grow because you see that stuff in the national tournament. I remember playing Lincoln Land, and they played it for the first time. We hadn't seen it all year. They played a half-court 2-2-1 press, and we had to navigate through it. But it's getting us better. That way we're not surprised when we see it down the road. But the message is always the same. Take care of home. Play Chat Valley basketball, and and let's just go out there and try to get a win and do it for each other.
All right, let's entice the entire community. They need to come out and support.
Yes,
5:30 on Thursday, and then again a doubleheader, 5:30. Albany Tech boys and girls are playing on Monday at home. But this is your message to the community. Why they need to come out and see, because, hey, the first game, pretty nice house, man.
Yeah.
It was a good crowd, and we want more and more people to see the high-level basketball your girls are playing.
Absolutely. We've had a following, even in the jamborees. I mean, the gym has been packed, and they are loud. So we got some parents, some supporters, people from the community, please come out. If you got a daughter or somebody that plays basketball, hey, let her come on out and see some basketball. I think you'll be entertained. I think you'll see some good basketball, and we'll try to put on a show for you.
Well, Coach, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to seeing you.
Thank
We'll
you.
be broadcasting it on Thursday and on Monday, and we can't wait to see them next time. Again, this will be in December, so next time we talk, Coach, hopefully you're right now on a 2-game winning streak or 3-game winning streak.
I'm hoping so.
All right, well, we'll take a break. Actually, we're not going to take a break. I keep saying that. We're going to wrap up the show, CVC Coach Show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.